So you're trying to hawk your rep down and get from rookie 1 to legend by getting the max percent each game? I got you. As many of my loyal viewers know, I could care less about my rep. I prefer to produce quality content rather than grind a legend, but many of my close homies are legend. You already know that they hooked me up with the ins and the outs. I got the best rep method and tips for everybody watching this video. I went from Superstar 1 to Superstar 2 in one day single-handedly by using this rep method during the 4x Dunk Fest event. I have one of the best methods to get the maximum rep you can per game. I want everybody's undivided attention and for y'all to watch the whole entire video through so you know exactly what I'm saying so you don't miss anything. And with that being said, let's get straight into this banger.
I want a meal before I'm 23. I fell in love with this little hoe, she remember me. I was just a youngin' in New York, grew up on Front Street. I can't hang around too many niggas cause they envy me. It's getting hard to keep composure, they keep trying me. I came from nothing, now they bumping my songs overseas. I remember when I first started, they threw dirt on me. And now they saying I'm the king of melodies.
Before we get into the actual rep method, you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need one of these two builds. You're either gonna wanna have a playmaker with a high passing accuracy, or an interior finisher or a slasher that can dunk the ball really well. Now, the two most efficient playmaking builds for this rep method is a playmaking shot creator and an offensive threat. These are probably the two most useful playmaking builds to help you get this rep method. I know you could find a YouTube video over at least one of these two builds. So just copy that build down from YouTube and make sure that you have a high passing accuracy and you'll be good to go. Now, for the interior finisher, I actually prefer this build myself. So if y'all want to make an interior finisher, I actually already have this build and it's actually a phenomenal build and I already made a YouTube video over it. So I'll show the thumbnail on the screen and the card in the top right. You can go check that out. It's an in-depth video on how to make the build. I promise you that that's the best possible build video to explain how to make this build. So go and watch it. You will not regret it. So if y'all want the best possible interior finisher build, go and check out that video. But let's actually move on to the rep method. So one of the most efficient ways to make sure that you're not stuck on a rep for so long is that you want to make sure that you spin the wheel. So just every single time that you get on NBA2K20, just make sure that you go to the spin the wheel place and you spin the wheel and try to get the 2x rep. Now what the 2x rep does is it makes your bar fly by extremely fast. I actually win the 2x rep quite often. Honestly, for those of y'all that are gonna ask, there's really not a method to spinning the wheel. It's just all about luck, but if you do spin the wheel and you get the 2x rep, it's gonna be extremely efficient. So it's always better to try, but let's actually move on to like actually how to do the rep method. So to actually do the rep method, you're gonna want to learn how to do 3 things. So as a point guard, you need to learn how to throw a lob, and then as the slasher, you're gonna want to learn how to catch a lob, and then you also want to learn how to do the glitchy hop step. Now I'll be showing y'all how to do the glitchy hop step right now. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably the easiest thing to do in the game. It literally is like super easy, 0 effort. Once you learn how to do it, you're never gonna be able to forget it. It's super easy to do. So let me show y'all what to do. Okay, all you want to do is just run forward. If you know how to run forward in the game, that's just with your left stick forward, and then you want to hold RT. So you want to make sure that you have LT going up, and then you want to make sure that you have the RT button held the whole entire time. Okay, that's what you want to make sure that you have first. Okay, so now for like the kind of tricky part. So once you get to the free throw line, what you want to do at the free throw line is as soon as you get near it or around it or you're approaching it, you want to tap X. So you want to like tap X and it's going to give you this hop step, and then to finish it off so it doesn't get you like stuck in an animation, you want to tap X, let go, and then you want to put the right stick down. So you just want to tap X and then put the right stick down instantly, and it's going to give you a flashy dunk right away. But you want to make sure that you hold the right stick down after you do it so that it doesn't give you like some layup. But if you wanted to do a layup after you tap X, you can just hold X and let go of RT and it will give you a layup, but I don't recommend doing that. If you want to dunk on them every time, just hold it down. If you want the full tutorial on how to do it, I'll show the thumbnail on the screen and the card in the top right. You can go and check that out. But let's move on to actually doing the rep method. Okay, so to do this rep method as a playmaker and a slasher, there are a few badges that you absolutely need. As a playmaker, you're going to want to make sure that you have on Flashy Passer and Lob City Passer. Those two badges are a must-have as a playmaker. Now as a slasher, you must have Lob City Finisher and Fancy Footwork. Those two badges are a must-have. Now for the rest of your badges, it honestly does not matter what you put. You can honestly put whatever you want because it doesn't matter. As long as you put down those badges that I said, you'll be good to go. But let me show you how to do the actual rep method. Alright, so all you want to do for this rep method is you want to either throw lobs or pass flashy passes if you're a guard, or you want to catch lobs and do hop steps if you're a slasher. The reason behind doing so many lobs is because you get nearly 13k rep per game, but the only downfall to throwing lobs is that it maxes out. But once you get to like around 7 throwing lobs is gonna max out, so you're not gonna want to throw lobs anymore. You're gonna want to switch it up and go with flashy passes. Also, flashy passes give guards a lot of rep. Also, flashy passes give guards about the same amount of rep as it does for lobs. I'm not entirely correct about that. I know that it gives you somewhere around the same amount, but y'all can fact check me on that if y'all want. But another benefit about flashy passes, if you throw your teammate flashy passes that's a slasher and you're an elite 1, or he's an elite 1, your takeover bar goes by extremely fast. So like at like 2 buckets, you'll be able to have takeover as the slasher. It's actually insane. It's like so broken. Like you could literally just dominate the game just by getting takeover so fast. But once you get to like the 7 max out for like the lobs, what you want to do is you want to have the guard throw a flashy pass to the slasher, and then you want to have the slasher do a hop step into the paint, and then he wants to try to aim for a contact dunk. Now contact dunks do give you a little bit of rep, not a lot, but it's still better than just taking up a layup or just randomly dunking. So that's all you want to do. But I got you with the best method on how to get open and do this. So, whenever you inbound the ball, you see how like the dude in front of you is stuck and so are you? You're gonna want to get either you or your teammate, whoever has the lob city passer and the playmaker who's throwing the lobs, you're gonna want to have him run in front of both of y'all who are stuck, and he wants to get the guy in front of you stuck by just standing there. So basically, you just want your teammate with the playmaking badges to come up behind you and get your guy stuck so that your guy cannot run. And then once you inbound the ball to him, you want to run in like a circle around him, and then you want to run into the paint, and he wants to double tap Y and throw you a lob. And now for you to catch the lob, you just want to hold X. I'm on Xbox, by the way. I don't know what it is for PS4, but for me, I'm gonna hold X whenever I catch a lob, and I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 it's gonna work every single time. Although a lot of people know how to do this, it's extremely hard to guard, so it's still gonna work. But you just want to keep on repeating this process over and over again. But once you get to like 7 alley-oops, so that's like 14 points, you want to have your teammates switch it up and throw you some flashy passes. It doesn't really matter if your teammate's inbounding the ball, he can literally throw you a flashy pass, and then you just go in and do a hop step and then dunk the ball. Or he could pass you the ball and then you pass it back, and then you like reset it, and then he passes you the flashy pass, and then you go in. But honestly, it doesn't matter. You can just do it however you want. This is the best possible rep method and possible way to get open to do the rep method. Your bar will literally fly by extremely fast, and also both the playmaking build and also the interior finisher build is extremely fun to play on, regardless if you're going for rep or not. Because sometimes whenever you're not going for rep, you can still dunk on people, and it's actually fun because you're just catching bodies in the paint. But I hope this video explained exactly how to do this rep method and how to do it in depth. Like I showed how to do it, but I hope y'all understood it. But this is going to be wrapping up this rep method video. Y'all know the drill, man. The video is coming to an end, so y'all gotta comment in the comment section down below your favorite part about this video. So go in the comments right now and comment your favorite part. Comment the timestamp and why, and I'll be liking everybody's comments. But don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe and turn on all notifications and share this video with all of your friends, man. But it's been your boy UU. Peace, man.
I was just down bad last week, now they won't come around. Remember rolling splits of sour, we was smoking pounds. On the app, that shit was daily, shit got lonely now. It's funny how they talk about me when I'm not around. See on my back, it is a target, gotta watch my life. Thinking twice when I step out the crib, they want my life. Remember